In S2C, we use lessons, which are a teachable moment that helps us work on our clients' motor skills. And it is also providing shared context. So the lessons are not to measure our clients' comprehension, it's just simply us asking them questions to practice and accurately poking in and out different letters on a letter board. And we have different levels, or there's a hierarchy of level of questions that we provide in our lessons. As the motor skills go up, the cognitive level goes up, and there's constantly a marriage between the brain and the body. It's like a seesaw effect between the motor and the cognitive. So we base this off of Bloom's taxonomy, which is a classification of learning. And the first level of learning is to remember, which is to simply recall or memorize or define, to list information. A second would be to understand. Can you explain these different ideas and concepts? Can you classify them, discuss them? Can you recognize them? And then the third would be to apply. And this is a big part of learning, being able to take information and generalize it to a new context. So just applying things to a new situation. And then the next would be to analyze. Can you create deeper meanings with the information given? Can you make different points? Can you make different connections at points, different points of knowledge? And then the next would be to evaluate. Can you research and take things not just face value? Can you measure and appraise the worthiness or the correctness of the information that is given? The last and highest level of learning in Bloom's taxonomy is being able to create new ideas or projects based off the information provided. And this translates into our questions such as known questions, open-ended questions, semi-open questions, prior knowledge, math, and semi and type broad questions. And as the motor skills increase, we add in some more higher level questions, and that would be like creative writing or open-ended questions, prompting a sentence or explaining something or giving their own thoughts and opinions and ideas about something. So going back to like why lessons are important, it's just like practicing a skill, and it's not to measure their comprehension, because we already know that their part of their brain, the Wernicke's brain, is intact. It's just the part of their expressive language that we need to really support them and coach them in their motor. And we're not just pulling words out of thin air, we're creating engaging lessons, interesting topics, something that we could discuss and then apply that knowledge and create new ideas and thoughts, and just create more opportunities for them to myelinate those pathways in their brain so they can be more myelinated and automatic, so they can have more expressive, open-ended conversations and not just patterns and repetitive language. So, and then another thing I should mention, there's different types of lessons, such as our assessment lesson, which is supposed to be a neutral topic, something that doesn't draw in emotions, because a lot of our clients could be already dysregulated, and then this is also a very new experience. There could be anxiety, apprehension going into this new experience for them. So we will often just pick a very neutral topic just to assess where they're at. And then we also include keywords in the lesson, which are just always capitalized, and it's to emphasize something important in the lesson, or maybe a proper noun such as person, place, or thing, or highlight a word that's more difficult to spell for the learner. So as we are reading the lesson, there's keywords, and we will write and record the keywords there, and also it provides a visual as well. So as their motor skills increase, we will increase these different levels of questions. And the lessons that we use are not supposed to be used over and over and over again. It's just there to help them practice a new skill, and then we move on to the next lesson. So that is why we use lessons and how we use lessons in S2C.